Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me again. We are here live at the polls on day 11, well, no, 12 of early voting. If this is your first time joining me, I am Ruby Powell-Dennis. I am running for state representative here in District 97. I'll give you an opportunity to see a little bit of what is happening here. We have folks who are out here working hard, who are doing the good work to reach voters and to make sure that they are actively engaged in the electoral process. I love it. I love it. Sister Shalia here. Love it. Love it. And so you'll see we are out here working hard, making sure that people can hear and see everything that's happening here at the polling location. So thank you all who have come out to vote. Early voting is very important. Quite a few folks in Shelby County have already requested absentee ballots based on some information in the Daily Memphian this morning. Almost 19,000 folks in our county have requested absentee ballots. So today is the deadline that if you have not already requested an absentee ballot, please make sure that you do so. It must be received by 4:59 at the Election Commission. You can turn in an application for absentee ballot request, like the form itself, in person at 157 Poplar Avenue or at 980 Nixon Drive. You can only turn in the request for an absentee ballot. Your actual vote by mail or absentee ballot must be mailed back and received by the Election Commission on or before August 6th. The postmarks do not count, folks. So we are getting down to the wire. Again, today is July 30th. If you would like to be able to vote by mail, the Election Commission must receive your request no later than 4:59 p.m. And if you already have received your ballot by mail, it must be mailed back by August 6th. So a lot is on the line. We are getting an opportunity to select new leadership in District 97. If you've been following me on social media and receiving my mail, you know that I am committed to fighting for our students for a weighted formula to make sure that when schools reopen, that they have the money and the resources to reopen safely. And with students and teachers in mind, you'll know that I care deeply about expanding our affordable healthcare system. Expanding affordable healthcare in our state, particularly taking the Medicaid expansion, because we are now in a pandemic. And if not before, definitely now, we have a lot of people who their medical needs are going to continue to increase. And we have to have a long-term plan in place than what we currently have to make sure that those families and those folks are taken care of. And of course, I care about our small businesses. There are a number of small businesses right now that are worried about whether or not they'll be able to endure this pandemic. As we are talking about new leadership in our state and what is not working, we want to make sure that we are selecting champions of small businesses, particularly those with 250 or fewer employees that are based here in Shelby County. We want to make sure those folks are taken care of because they have families, they also have lives, and we want to make sure that they continue to be a bright and vibrant part of our economy. So if you haven't, please, please, please take some action today. I'm back here at the Agri Center. The weather is holding, so if you want to come in and vote in person, please do so. It is no line, no wait. And the ladies and gentlemen here are doing a great job of keeping folks safe and getting folks in and out quickly. And the final thing I'll leave you with is this. The question that I've gotten the last couple of days is what distinguishes me from other candidates who are running in 97? And my response is that, I have, several decades of leadership experience. I have stewarded major organizations and institutions through change management. As I've shared with some folks, I was proud to receive the Gun Sense distinction because I was an administrator when Sandy Hook happened. And I had to be one of the folks who had to decide if I would have to carry a firearm to keep the students and teachers in my building safe. I volunteered without hesitation. I'm running because I care about, making sure that we have leadership that understands that your choices have impact. And you can't always choose the consequences of those choices, but the decisions need to be made. In my decades of experience in leadership roles, my decades of experience working with lots of money, the government's money, the church's money, and all in between, and being able to be someone that is trustworthy, whose audits come back unqualified, and who is a steward of funds. And finally, I'm an empathetic leader. You can come out here and talk to any of my staff, any of my students and folks I've worked with. I always try to be someone who listens, who's thoughtful, and who approaches her decisions with intention. So those are some reasons why I'm running and what I feel like definitely distinguish me from other candidates. And I don't say any of that to say that, each person doesn't have good attributes, but rather our city, our county, and our state needs leadership that is stable, cool-headed, and it's going to be able to make the hard decisions ahead and also be able to talk very transparently and consistently with their constituents about why the decisions are being made and the impact of those decisions. I've done that work before. This wouldn't be my first time. And so I'm just asking you to, vote for me because I am experienced leadership. I have experience with change management. And I know that the work ahead is going to be hard and we're going to have to make some difficult decisions. But I'm prepared to communicate about those decisions and be held accountable for my choices. So y'all stay safe. I am thankful for all the support and all the voters who've come out thus far. We appreciate all of your votes. I will be here until 7 p.m. as always, closing the polls. And so if you have a question about policies or position, I'd love to talk with you. So until then, stay safe and I'll talk to you soon.